Right. We don't like to change the author's words, but I think that's concern.
Today is July the 4th. Rent was due on July the 1st. Oh, boom! You're living here at a reduced rate. I didn't say free.
The reason I'm living here at a reduced rate is because you couldn't get a tenant back there for a year.
Well, you're doing me such a favor. Go back to your girlfriend.
Why do normal discussions of money change people's personalities?
You're short $10.
Count it again. And not everybody can admit when they're wrong.
Did you do anything to improve your karma today?
Did you do anything to improve your disposition today?
Chocolate?
Kale?
I don't eat weeds.
You never have the sound on.
You don't think that I want to listen to this crap? The heat pulses are going to be here soon.
They're a little behind schedule tonight, aren't they? They were here by 9 o'clock last night.
Well, they are getting stronger. The actuarians are getting a little bit nervous. They see the situation is getting a lot worse. Don't you feel anything? I'm sweltering.
No, but I'm not as sensitive as you are. Say, exactly what situation are we talking about here?
Would you get with it, please, and maximize and actuate? Resentment production is far and away exceeding the capacity of those idiots to make peace. The negative impulses are hitting the outer reaches of the Earth's base, and so now everything is getting out of kilter. North Pole is heading south. If the pulses don't do something with the species and calm them, then gravitational compaction is going to make midgets of us all. You left the door wide open. Did you want a visitation from the visiting hordes that are roaming the streets?
Andrea, I've been living here for a year, driving a cab. There are no hordes roaming the streets. It's a California suburb. Nobody walks, even the burglars drive.
It's mainly two of my daughters that are giving me some worries. Every time they're here, something goes missing. My jewelry, the silverware, something. If you should ever come home and find that I'm not here, but there are two women that look just like me, only 20 years younger, call the police. I have disowned them.
That's harsh when you can't trust family.
One I can trust. I have a third. The youngest is Christine. Oh, she has the soul of a saint. She never hits me up for money. She even offers me money.
Huh.
She's my darling, and I know it. I'm not going to make the mistake that Lear made.
As in King Lear? As in Shakespeare?
I read his complete works when I was in high school. As a substitute teacher, I taught Romeo and Juliet. Well, the kids loved it.
When I first started acting, I did the balcony scene from Romeo and Juliet. Oh, she speaks! Oh, speak again, bright angel, for thou art glorious as the night overhead, as the winged messenger of heaven strides among the slow bestirring clouds and sails upon the bosom of the air.
Oh, Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo? Shakespeare was an actuarian, you know.
We were just starting to get some traction.
Well, the actuarians know they're star-crossed lovers. After all, they're the ones that crossed the stars to begin with. I outgrew Shakespeare the moment I found Osho. Poetry is a waste of time. I like my truth unadorned.
How far do the pulses have to travel to get here?
Well, they're using the lyre of Lyra, but I know that for a fact. As far as how far, well, anybody's guess is all right. After all, they are masters at bending time and space. Didn't you read that esoteric book I gave you?
Oh, yeah. What was it? Introducing the Arcturians? If it was so esoteric, how come you can get it on Amazon.com?
The best place to hide something is out in the open, right in broad daylight. Gus was a much better student than you are.
Gus, the last tenant, he looked like he changed his motorcycle oil in the carpet in there.
Well, it's always a sad day when your students leave. But it was time, I could tell. He wasn't paying the rent. Anyway, he went to Hawaii and started a swim with the dolphins business. See, the dolphins meld with the swimmers, and then the swimmers and the dolphins meld with the Arcturians. They're the same spirits, you know.
Actually, I don't know. But if you're going to buy in for the dolphins, why not the Arcturians? Double your money, double the bubble.
Well, if you want, I could call in and get you a special rate.
If I'm going to get into mental bed with any aliens, price wouldn't be my first consideration. You know, I think attitude would be. I'm thinking, what kind of aliens are we talking here? E.T. aliens or Sigourney Weaver aliens?
What a bunch of idiots. What a species. They just make the same mistakes over and over. It's just in a collective coma, all of them. The Kundalari are snoring away in them.
Andrea, 99 out of 100 people get in my cab are decent folks just trying to get to the other side of this whirligig life.
If they thought they could get away with it, they'd hit you over the head and take you for every dime you had, and they are your friends.
Who's you decide on?
The Discovery Channel, I like
Wow.
the poison animal shows.
What is that?
Pentecostal Christianity,
Did he just get bit by a rattler?
well, he'll be all right, according to Pentecostals, if he's saved. If he isn't, well, it's all up for him.
They're not calling an ambulance.
Demonstrates a faith in their process.
Damn.
If you come home some night and I'm in an ecstatic trance,
Huh?
don't call 911, and you better stand back. Don't touch me, because I might just combust spontaneously.
You might want to get the fire extinguisher recharged before you do that.
Did you read that other book I gave you?
The other one. Oh, yeah. Forever Reincarnate. Listen, I already know I'm Destiny's meat puppet.
If you read it, you would get past your angst about dying.
It's getting to the dying that worries me.
Life is a wave that never ends.
You worried at all about going to hell?
I got news, Benji boy. This is hell. It's all up from here. God, I'm just boiling.
How much turn the AC on?
And then make contribution to those idiots down there at the power company. Besides, what I'm feeling is coming from within. It's telegraphically.
What you need is some more sleep. Insomnia can unhinge people. Just a couple melatonin.
When you meditate, looking at the third eye, sleep is optional, if not superfluous. I thought you'd be further along by now. Gus and Sam and Sandra and Gail were all A students. They did everything that I recommended, and they leapfrogged lifetimes. I am afraid that Maya has got you by the short hairs. You're adding lifetimes.
Boom, 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 boom.
Line, please.
You need a cleansing kit?
You need a cleansing fast like the one I'm on.
So then there'd be two of us blowing up the bathroom? Did you see Peekaboo on your way in?
No, and I'm glad I didn't. She ambushed me when I came in last night. Well, at least the bite marks have stopped bleeding. Has she had her shots?
Well, she's trying to get your attention. Oh, wake up, why don't you? The universe is in session. This is not a dress rehearsal. Peekaboo and I telepathically message all the time. She's part of the Arcturian advance.
Why am I not surprised to hear that?
I'm surprised she's not
Bo.
here yet. I wonder what's keeping her. Oh, a squirrel encounter.
Squirrel.
I will go into your room when she comes in. She's tasted blood for the night. If you were smart, you would apologize to Peekaboo. It would put her in a better mood and boost your karma.
I never remember doing anything to your crazy cat.
You thought about kicking her last week.
She shredded my mail.
She did you a favor. They were just bills. You ought to be more careful when what you think around her. She can know your thoughts.
Besides it being patently absurd that you would know what I'm thinking and somehow communicate that to you, there is a difference between thinking and doing.
Oh, not by much.
Why?
Oh, the microwave went out yesterday. The microwave went out yesterday, now this. Oh, they're almost here. Heavenly day.
Andre, you know, there's enough in life to worry about without making stuff up.
Well, I'm not worried. As far as the Arcturians go, the sooner they get here, the better. I wish the spiritual singularity would coalesce and converge on your obtuse zeitgeist.
Oh, man. I'm feeling so dizzy. What the hell? The room's starting to spin.
Which way?
What do you mean, which way?
I mean, which way is the room spinning?
Counterclockwise.
Oh, countervailing the Earth's rotation. Oh, at long last, you're emerging.
Oh, man. So call 911. I'm not feeling well.
Don't be silly. You're not going to miss this for the world. There is absolutely no consciousness without vertigo.
Oh, vertigo.
You need the force of a maelstrom to force that head of yours through your spiritual ass. You're having a soul emergency. It's simply manifesting physically. You don't want to spiritually limp through eternity, do you?
I don't know.
I'm a pranic healer. I will help you. I'll maximize you.
I need a doctor, not a witch doctor. Oh, man. Oh, man. I'm feverish. I'm on fire.
Oh, heavens to bits, you're emerging.
Oh, my God.
I pray thee, do not fall in love with me, for I am false as vows made in wine. Oh, heavenly day! Heavenly day, they've arrived! Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Oh, all is ripening. Peekaboo! Peekaboo! Peekaboo!
Oh. Oh. Crazy lady. God. Damn blood sugar must have dropped out on me. Gotta get something to eat. Oh. Oh man, that's disgusting. Peekaboo. Peekaboo. Oh, peekaboo, where art thou? See?
The dialogue was better than it was before. We
Okay.
changed some stuff,
Yeah.
and all the things were, to my mind, positive.
Okay.
Partway through, I mean, it had a smooth flow. The dialogue was much more palatable than it was before, and so the characterizations were better. The only thing I think that would help, I think that because some stuff that comes out of nowhere, the audience try to figure out where in the text did I hear that before, or try to put some sense to what they are seeing or hearing. So when it's like, someone forgetting a whole page of dialogue, the audience gets more lost than the actors in that sense. So we have this thing about this mention of insomnia, about whatever, and a simple line in the very beginning, she's in the same spot that you saw her, that she was in the last time you saw her, which was, last night at 8 o'clock, or whatever it was. So that now the audience knows that she isn't insomniac. And because that was, I did, I don't know if anybody else did, found out where that was coming from. So we had to stop and figure it out. Because you have so many lines that we have to get immediately that if we have to go back and try to figure out what you just said because we were on something else, the audience gets confused. That's where you lose the audience's attention. So I think, and then the sound effects were great. Good job, sound effects lady. And I think you need that first blackout. If I would suggest that it would be dictated as a 5 count, because the second one was great. That whole thing that happened in the second one. And I know that you had to if you rehearsed it a lot of time, some of those movements would be succinct, and so that would happen a little quicker from the time you put on that light, because the light was so important to the end of the play. But that's just rehearsal time. But I think for the effect of the blackouts, the first one has to be just a little bit longer, and that should be a line in the blackout. I don't know what that line is, but whoever was talking, she needs to say something in that first blackout and then have it come up. So then it would have an impact.
The microwave went out yesterday, now this, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so...
I think I misled them, because it's actually the TV that goes out, and I just spontaneously turned the lights out.
It was a great surprise for all of us.
Okay. Oh, all right. Well, then what am I talking about?
Somehow,
So-
I didn't quite know where the blackout was, and it said.
But it's at night, and it could be
Yeah, it could be.
because, that happens. And it had an effect on the scene,
Oh, yeah.
didn't it? Yeah, it had an effect on the scene. That's why I commented that it was kind of too short. So, you never know what's going to happen. The second one was great and all that stuff that worked in the second one. And I love the ending. The ending really come out really good. Looking and what you did in the lifting up and all that stuff that you were doing, the hand movements and all that.
Yeah, you're great.
All of that stuff worked in. Everything sort of melded together because it was so choppy before that I think that a lot of stuff, you connected that weren't connected in the very first time we saw this piece. It's more sophisticated, it's clear, you know, the characters are delineated. It's just a really good scene now.
Oh, good.
That's my opinion.
Good, you're not alone. That was
No,
fun.
yeah, it was good.
Oh, good job.
Big
Good job.
improvement.
Good job. And for those of you that don't know this, Jeremy wrote this piece.